today we're talking about chapter 8.3, and today we're going to relate what we know about fractions to what we know about division, okay? And your learning goal for today by the end of math is to be able to interpret fractions as division, meaning when you see a fraction, you know what division problem it's talking about. And also to be able to solve division problems that result in a fraction or a mixed number. When I say solve a division problem that results in a fraction or mixed number, how could you say that in your own words? What does that mean? Sarah?
It means you have to be able to solve a fraction division problem that the quotient is a mixed number.
Thank you. So that means when we do the division today, we expect our quotient to be either a fraction or a mixed number, okay? It's so important that I drew a little squiggly around it. A fraction is just another way to write division. So a fraction can be written as a division problem. For example, when you have 3/4 or 3/4, that's really saying 3 divided by 4. Okay, so not only do I want you to write down this sentence, I also want you to write down these examples. When you have 12/2, 12 halves, that simplifies to 6, doesn't it? Because you have 6 wholes when you have 12 halves. And that means the same thing as 12 divided by 2. So take a moment right now to not only write down this math concept rule, but also to write down these examples. There are 3 students in a crafts class and only 2 sheets of paper for them to share equally. Does everyone get a sheet of paper?
No.
Nope, we don't have enough. That's a real problem. Okay, so the question is asking, what part of the construction paper will each student get? Okay, so right off the bat, what division problem are we doing? How many pieces of paper do we have all together? 2, and we want to divide it equally amongst how many students? 3. So our division problem is 2 divided by 3. Go ahead and write that in your notebook. 2 divided by 3. If you ever forget what it looks like to take notes or write things down, you can always take a look at Jason. Because I'm sure the whole time he's going to be modeling taking good notes. Now that I've drawn 2 pieces of paper to model it, I'm going to draw lines to divide each piece of paper into 3 equal parts. So this paper I'm going to divide into 3 parts, and then this paper I'm also going to divide into 3 equal parts. Each student's share of 1 sheet of construction paper is what fraction? 1/3, right? So if Zara, Arushi, and Stuart were sharing this 1 piece of paper right here, Zara would get this part, Arushi would get this part, and Stuart would get this part. And of course, if they're going to share this one as well, Zara's going to get this one, Arushi's going to get this one, and Stuart is going to get this one. So, out of each sheet of paper, what fraction does Zara get? She gets 1/3 of 1 sheet of paper, right? And Arushi also gets 1/3, and Stuart also gets 1/3. So each student's share of 1 sheet of construction paper is 1/3. But don't worry, because we have 2 pieces of paper, right? So your next step is to count the number of thirds each student will get. Since there are 2 sheets of construction paper, each student will get 2 of the 1/3, right? Or 2 times 1/3. So by drawing this picture, we've now proven that 2/3 is the same as 2 divided by 3. So go ahead and write this part under your picture. 2 divided by 3 equals 2/3. How can we check our answer? How can we use what we know about inverse operations to check our answer? The inverse operation of division is, everyone? Multiplication. So I can start at the end. What's my quotient? 2/3 times my divisor, which was 3, should equal my dividend. What's 2/3 times 3? Go ahead and write that in your notebook. Claire, what's 2/3 times 3? 2. Is that our dividend? Are we happy? So that shows us that our quotient is correct. So Zara, Stuart, and Arushi, each of you can have 2/3 of a sheet of construction paper.